God damn. Why you make me wait for so long? I just want to listen to my Melvins. You must suffer. It is through pain and suffering that all good things must come. And all good things must pass. Krishna, Krishna, Alleluia. Krishna, Krishna, Alleluia. My sweet Lord, Hare Krishna, oh sweet Lord, Krishna, Krishna. I am fucking pumped. I am very, very excited. This is the first time I will do a Melvins thing for Old Man here. The entire premise of this series, welcome to all of you. There's so much to talk about. I can't fucking wait to hear this record, boy. So we're going to do today, Friday. Old Man listens to Melvins' new record, Working with God, came out earlier this year. Now, the entire premise of this Old Man thing is, I want it to be a record that has its own fans. I want it to be a record that I've never heard myself. Okay, these are the kind of like things that we're looking at. A record that I've never personally heard myself, number one. I have to have an interest in it, obviously. I either have to be a fan, or there has to be some connection. I have to be curious in some way or another. So it doesn't have to necessarily be something I like, but it's got to be something that I'm curious about. And here we are. Now, the Melvins fit perfectly for me because, I mean, I've been listening to them nearly 30 years. When did Houdini come out? Houdini was the first one I bought. And, like, I've been pretty much buying everything since. Now, I know a lot of you have probably gone through exactly the same thing like me, right? You bought all this shit on CD, and now, all of a sudden, you're collecting records, maybe, and you're starting to buy everything on vinyl. So, I had all of this stuff on CD, and slowly but surely, because I'm a sucker, what it is that I plan to do is I plan to get everything that they put out on vinyl, a little at a time. You know what I'm saying? Now, luckily, some of the stuff is already out on vinyl, so there's a decent reissue campaign. It looks like Ipecac is starting to release a lot of their earlier stuff. What was it? The Maggot came out, the Bootlicker came out last year. These two just came out as well, Hostile Ambient Takeover and Gluey Porch Treatments. These two also came out early, Ipecac, and I'm happy. I mean, I wanted it on vinyl, so finally got it. What I think is probably most satisfying about these albums is the fact that Buzz does the soundtrack. Does not the soundtrack, but Buzz does the liner notes. So these things come with these little booklets, and here we have the immortal words of our friend King Buzzum, who basically tells you the story behind all the records. And what it is that I love about that is that he takes the piss, just like he always does. He's got that irreverent sense of humor, and I think that that's the best thing in the world. So in other words, I mean, these two, in one of the liner notes, basically he talks about how everybody fucking hated the Melvins, hated them. And how everybody talks about the classic Melvins period, and how Hostile Ambient Takeover is, I think, part of the classic period. And he basically does away with that whole classic period thing. It's like, there was no fucking classic period. When Stoner Witch came out, there's a lot of people that didn't like it. Like, a lot of the liner notes focus on the fact that people don't fucking like the Melvins. And yet, like a bad mold, they're here every fucking year, aren't they? Ah, and that's the beauty. The army, we stink. Every year. Every fucking year, the Melvins, every year. They put out an album, and they go on tour. Every year. You can count on it. Now, you see, I got a tremendous amount of respect for that. That's just good old-fashioned work ethic. You treat it like a job, and that's why it works. So for me to get into the fucking truck and do that and just travel and do the same thing with consistency year after year, over and over and over again, over a period of 30 years, yeah, motherfucker, they earned everything that they got. They're the hardest working band in sludge. They're the hardest working band in whatever you want to call them. I don't care. Fuck. I'm not sure the word sludge existed back in the 90s anyway. I think the Melvins just do what they do. Okay? And when you do it consistently that long, and people keep showing up to your shows, people keep buying the records, you're doing something right. What it is that you're doing is you're building an audience for yourself. You're not depending on fucking hype. You're not depending on big radio. You're not depending on fucking MTV playing your videos. You're not depending on any of that shit. Okay? It looks to commoditize your music. The music and the art speaks for itself. Fans buy the music. Fans go to the show. Fans buy the merch. And that's the fucking formula. The formula is work your ass off. Put an album out every year, go on tour every year, do something every fucking year. You gotta love it. Me, I've got tremendous respect for that because it's like I've been watching, listen, I've seen him since the 90s, you know? I've seen him a bunch of times and I know that I'm not saying anything to a Melvins fan that you guys don't know because I'm sure all of you have seen him 6 times. So over all of these years, what happens is a tradition builds up. Okay? And this tradition is one that that winds up happening for me. I'm 50 now, so I've seen a bunch of bands a few times, you know? And that tradition happens with bands who tour all the motherfucking time. Okay, now you got the big bands who'll tour, but they put out albums every 3 years. It's not the same thing. I'm talking about the bands that have that work ethic. And the band that comes to mind to me immediately is Motorhead. Okay, I've seen Motorhead the most of my life. I've seen Motorhead 13 times. And the reason I saw Motorhead 13 times is because these fuckers never got off the road. They never got off the road, ever. They put out an album every year. They were on the road every year. They worked all the fucking time. And I mean, the reputation speaks for itself, right? Tremendous respect. Melvins follow the exact same formula. You can say what it is that you want, but they're fucking workaholics, these guys. They're workaholics. So, what happened with the Motorhead thing is that a tradition happens all the time, especially because those were my prime concert-going years. You buy the record, you go catch the tour, you buy the shirt. Rinse, repeat. I've been doing this since the 80s with Motorhead until, obviously, we can't do it anymore, but I've been doing the same thing. And it's the same thing for me with Melvins. Same exact thing. Every year the album comes out, every year they tour. They don't tour Montreal every year, though. That's unfortunate. I wish they would. Okay? But every year, you know the Melvins are going to be on the fucking map. Now, this year obviously was completely different because, I mean, gingivitis fucked everybody, right? So, concert going doesn't exist anymore. Gingivitis, the deadly gingivitis fucked everybody. Everybody's getting their shots, except for those people who think that it doesn't exist. Those people should die anyway. So, I encourage those people not to get their shots. Please die as quickly and as financially efficiently as you possibly can so we can get your dumb, ignorant ass out of the fucking picture and we can go back to watching concerts and go back to everything. You fucking idiots that equate your rights and freedoms with a fucking pandemic. Dickhead. A pandemic doesn't give a fuck about your rights or freedoms. Capiche? Now, so what does that mean? That means that we don't get to see the Melvins this year. That means we didn't get to see the Melvins last year. No concert. Gingivitis. Fucked everything. All right. So it kind of fucked with my routine a little bit because, again, the routine is always I buy the record, go to the show. You know, Melvins Army, man. You know what this is about. And that didn't happen. They did something that's cool. Very fucking cool. Exactly. They're crybabies. Exactly. They did something pretty cool. Every band you've seen during the age of gingivitis, every band tried to adapt. live concerts. Just every band tried to adapt. You cannot replace live shows, but they did something that I thought was really cool, and I love the way they did it. They did Melvins TV. Okay, by the way, if you want to buy any Melvins gear, know that Ipecac is probably watching right now. Maybe the Melvins dudes are watching right now. I got in contact with them so that we can do this together because I want actively to do something for them. Listen, man, they've been part of my history. I'm, 50? They've been part of my life for more than half my life. So you want to do something back. And with Gingivitis, look, online shows and stuff, it's good. And I like what they did. They did probably, to me, in concept, the most punk live show or live stream you can possibly do. Okay? Melvins TV, number one, they didn't make it so you can watch it forever. You can watch it for a certain period of time, number one. That was first. Secondly, which I really liked, what they did is they attached some merch, some special merch specific to that show. So only if you watch that show do you have access to that merch, which I think is absolutely fucking cool because they're doing something special for that. And number three, to me, the most cool thing of all, they went full on Fugazi. $5. You want to watch it, $5. Everyone's got $5. I fucking love it. I'm pretty sure that Kiss's New Year's Eve show didn't cost $5. But that's not Melvins. $5. So, they still try to do things how they do things. Are the Melvins in the chat? I don't fucking know. Ipecac might be here. Melvins might... I don't know. It doesn't matter. What the point I'm trying to drive at is that it's part of my routine. It's part of my everyday, and Melvins, this whole thing, this whole routine of them putting out an album every year and everything that I've mentioned a million times, that is part of my life routine. That life routine's been interrupted. Now, part of that routine comes through. The albums are still coming out. Okay? Now, I buy them all. You reissue them, I buy them. Okay? I like the band. So... this came out last year. Honestly, folks, I don't know if you've had a chance to listen to King Buzzo's solo record with Trevor Dunn. It's its own thing, man. It's almost very often I like listening to King Buzzo solo more than I like listening to Melvins. I don't listen to it for the same reason. There's a certain depth, a certain subtlety. There's songwriting comes right to the front, you know. So when it is that you think that it's just, you know, riffs type of thing, there's more than riffs here. Basically, what you see is that Buzz knows how to write a fucking song. He knows how to write a song. When you listen to when you listen to Melvins, it's the riffs. Yeah, Trevor Dunn from Faith No More. That's him, man. That's absolutely him. Trevor Dunn was also on Tomahawk. I think Tomahawk's coming out with a new record too. Okay. I'd love to be able to do this for Tomahawk too, because I'm a fan of that. But the album came out, Working with God, and at first I didn't even realize it was a new album. I just saw the reissues and bought the reissues, and then I realized, oh shit, Melvins had a new album. The reason is I didn't see any press for it. Mind you, listen, I don't really pay attention to the press much, but I didn't see much of it. Okay, so when I saw it, I was hype. And with gingivitis and everything that's happened, right? That's basically, this show was kind of birthed from that as well. We all need somewhere to do, you know, we all need somewhere to go, something to do. So put on a show, keep the lights on, and hang out with a bunch of music fans and nerd out on music. To me, it seemed like a cool thing, and obviously it works. Okay? So I thought to myself, everyone's making transitions. Why don't we try something new? And there's nothing that I think is fucking cooler to me than being able to share my routines, my musical routines with you. And my musical routine is buying a Melvins album, and it's always an occasion for me. It's always an occasion. It's like, all right, a new Melvins album. Nothing beats being able to fucking listen to the album for the first time with Melvins Army. I have never heard Working with God. I haven't heard a note of it. This is it. This is the first time that I do it the way it is that I'm doing it now. There's what? 75 of us watching on both? Plus, we have a link that allows you to go and buy it on vinyl. These records are not expensive. This is what, a $20 record or something? So everybody that talks about how much you love your bands, you love supporting them and everything, okay, well listen, I can tell you something. It's all really nice that you listen to a stream or whatever, but physical media, whatever that physical media is, puts more in their pocket. And what's cool about the link that I just put up right now is that that link leads directly to Melvins. So there's no intermediary. They get the biggest cut. The labels get the biggest cut. The artist gets the biggest cut. And that's what we want here. So for me, if I can sell even 3 fucking albums for them, I'm happy. Because 3 decades, man. I'm sharing this with a bunch of you guys that actually get it, because I know that there's others that buy everything. Of course, you got the fucking idiots who come out and, Stoner Witch is the best record. Oh, the classic years. Stoner Witch, Houdini, yeah. Oh, no. And then you got the bigger gatekeepers. The gatekeepers of the gatekeepers. Oh, you're such a fucking poser. You got in during the Atlantic years. No, I've been a fan since Bullhead. Fuck off. And then, of course, you got the other ones. Oh, no, the new Melvins. No, the new Melvins. No, I gotta say, the new Melvins, no, it's not like the old Melvins. Shut up. I fucking hate people like that. These are artists. Every album represents a place and a fucking time. They're recording music that is relevant at that particular time. Number 1. Number 2, Buzz is a fucking riff machine. A riff machine. Period. Number 3, Dale Crover. I mean, I've told Dale Crover that he should put out a jazz record because I think he's a phenomenal drummer. I think he's really something. Okay? So for me, that's just a general thing that I gotta say to all of these fucking gatekeepers. Oh, the best album. Fuck you. Every album that an artist puts out, everything that an artist puts out represents a certain place and time during that, and it's just, there's a journey there. If you like the band, you like the band. To me. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. I don't. But don't come and tell me that the best years of music were the years that you graduated from high school. You know those. Oh, yeah. I remember high school. Fucking Letterman, football. Oh. The best music came out. The best music. Shut up. Asshole. If you like it, it's good, period. Is this going to be a lesser Melvins record? Fuck you. It's a Melvins record. You're here to celebrate a Melvins record. Capiche? So what it is that I'm saying to you is, you want to do something for the band, do me a favor, okay? The link that I just put up right now, I'm going to put it up again. That link was provided to me by the Melvins team. So they're going to track everything that happens on that link. Fucking crush that link. Crush it. Go buy Melvins records. Go support the band. Because if they see that you did it as a result of this show, they'll spot it. And that counts. Because what we're able to do at that point is we're able to say, hey, you know what? This interactive album debut, doing it in community with a bunch of fans, is a good way to sell records. That's what I'm trying to prove. The way it is that we prove that, all of you, the way we prove that, go hit that fucking link I just put up. Go look. Buy directly from the Ipecac label. It's there. And now, I'm ready to play it. Goddamn, dude, why do you talk so much? Because if you wanted to listen to it right away, you would have already bought the record, or you would have gone to Spotify. Fuck off. It's a radio show, that's why. And to me, the entire fun... You know when you go to the football games and you hang out and you make the barbecues? It's not just about the game, it's the barbecue. The barbecue counts too. Capiche? This is tailgating. This is Melvins tailgating. You ever go to concerts and you show up early just so that you can hang out with the other scumbags, drink a bit of beer, smoke a little reefer? This is what we're doing here. This is what we're doing. You understand? I took an edible, I got my coffee, I got my bong ready to fucking go, ready to go. Would you like some? Would you like some? This is a fucking event for me. For me, it's an event. I'm glad that the rest of you came to join me. I do this shit every year. The routines are... The Melvins are part of my routine. They're part of my fucking routine. It makes me comfortable. I grew up with them. So, I'm happy to do this. Let's get it done. Folks, smoke him if you got him. This is side 1 of the Melvins' new album, 2021, Working with God. Working with God. Go buy it! Buy it now! I think I may have bursted my brains. Smoke him if you got him, friends. Let's do this.
Fuck around, I fuck around. Yeah, fuck around, round, round.
I fuck around.
I fuck around, round, round. I fuck around, round, round. I fuck around, fuck around, round, round. I fuck around, I'm getting fucked, fucking up and down this fucking street. I gotta find a fucking place where the fuckheads meet. Fucking known, yeah. Fucking leave us alone. I fuck around. I fuck around. Fuck around. I fuck around. I'm fucking high. I fuck around. Stop fucking around.
No.
Stop fucking around.
Nice! Let's go! love it.
The words sound the same to me. Top-knot crime through history. I won't worry, it's not me, and you'll regret it. Some kind of God not on the way. House of death loser. A permanent lasting power. And now it's over. The idea is all. We were out of time. It's morally superior. And walk around. Become and quiet, live alone. I can't help but wonder why we were sorry out of time. It is forever. Don't judge what he jokes about. His judge post is now booze and drugs all around. And now it's gone. The idea is all. We were out of time. It's morally superior. Screw job socially. The tongue of God. It's morally superior. Why would I want to? I can't help it. It's morally superior. It's morally superior. It's morally superior.
Awesome.
It's morally superior.
Buzz is becoming a better singer, man. Buzz is singing.
Brian, the horse-faced goon. 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 Brian, the horse-faced but he's keeping that to himself. Not clean, he's nobody's foreign. Shooting dope in a Florida hurricane. Growing up and now he's crying. And Brian is all alone. Brian the horse face goon. Brian the horse face.
God damn. We having a good time or what? I mean, yeah, this is what I expected. This is what I wanted. You wanted the best and you got the best. Look, when something makes me think of electro retard, that's a really damn good thing. There was the up-tempo song. Which was it? The fourth song or something? That whole thing just somehow reminded me of their cover of The Wipers. What the hell's the name of that song? Fucking, I don't fucking remember. My memory's no good. I'm a stoner. Listen, I forget things. It's a very, very good song. Youth of America, The Wipers. That's the one. The riffs are amazing. I find that Buzz is becoming a better singer. I definitely think Buzz is becoming a better singer. I like how it is that he's using the higher registers of his voice more. He's got a good voice, man. There's layers to the noise too. It's like when there's something, it's not just a wall kind of thing, but you hear that they add these little noisy textures in the back. That to me is really cool. It's really cool. To me, these are masters, you know? The bass sounds nice and crunchy. I dig it. What I would say is that the mastering for vinyl, I'm listening to it and I wouldn't say it's flat. It's not flat, but I listen to it and think to myself, my God, I can only imagine how monolithic this is going to sound live, or how fucking huge this must sound when they recorded it. So there's a certain depth. But I mean, I guess I'm being nitpicky. I love the record. What's there to say? Listen, for me, it's pretty simple. All right? The damn thing is affordable. It plays well. I'm looking at it. It's a clean slab. All right? The packaging is what? Direct to board. But it's got a printed inner sleeve. To me, actually, does it have, it's a fucking poster, is what it is. Oh, it's a poster. You see? I told you that Jesus was important. Why don't you listen to me when I talk? I always say baby Jesus and Jesu Bambin. Very important. Yes, God. Melvins know all. And then on the other side, they do this. It's a single LP. I think that you get a tremendous amount of value for what you have. I'm curious where it is that Ipecac is pressing their records now, because I'm liking this. It's nice. And honestly, it needs to be said, it's super important. The records are affordable. It's all really nice if you're spending $35 on a record, but nah, man. Ipecac does it right. And I'm happy I have it. I'll keep buying them. Next year, they're going to come back. Another album, another tour, hopefully. I don't know, to my ears, this is as classic. This is why I buy Melvins records. So classic period. This is why I buy Melvins records. They if they give me the same thing for side B, I'm happy. They gave me what I bought. I mean, when you buy an AC/DC record, what are you buying? You know what you're buying. You know that Angus Young is not going to go all fucking Stravinsky on you. He's not going to do that. That's not what he does. Fans are too fickle. Let an artist just be whatever they want to be, and you follow them and you follow them. There's they were better when I was in high school. They were better. They were better when I was in high school. Those people. Slander Bob, old longtime fan from the 80s. Okay, he's right. Go see the Melvins live. We can't do that right now, right? So the way it is that we're able to support bands is we buy their merch. We buy their merch, buy the fucking records. It's important to support the bands. You have to support the bands as far as I'm concerned. Okay? You love art, then support it. You can get it for free, but that's not the point. Buy a t-shirt. It makes a difference. It does. It really does make a difference to everybody, and they need it. Gig economy is dead. Think about it. Gig economy is dead. Imagine your salary completely fucking disappearing. Completely obliterated. Gone. That's what happened. So, while we might not feel bad for the fucking Foo Fighters of the world, or the Taylor Swifts or whatever, because it's just, there's the working class bands. There's the bands that go out and they depend on the merch sales, or the bands that depend on the album sales and they work, okay? And the Melvins is that band. The Melvins are that fucking band. It's absolutely it. It's, they've been doing it how long? 30 plus years now? So for me, it breaks my heart that you got these bands that just, this is what they do, and all of a sudden it just gets cut out from under them. It's like my heart goes out to bands like that. So the reason it is that I did what I did is pretty simple. I'm just trying to do my little part to be able to give back. And I mean, I can buy my record, and I do, but if we're able to give them, number one, just, it's fucking cool to listen to a record the way we're listening to it. Come on, man, we're a bunch of Melvins fans here. There's a bunch of us here. It's amazing. Okay? Number two, boom, hit the fucking link, man. Go buy the damn thing. Make a difference. Because you know what? If they see that you bought the record, they'll know that this worked. And they'll know that, hey, maybe we'll do it for other projects. Maybe we'll do it for some patent projects. Maybe some tool projects. Hi, Monica. You know what I'm saying? You have to show them that it makes sense. So, I'm expecting much of the same for side 2 as I am for side 1. Yeah, another thing that I really love about... I fucking love Buzz, man. I forgot which of these albums, these reissues have the liner notes, but there's one liner note. I think it's probably for Hostile Ambient Takeover. Maybe Gluey Porch Treatment. I don't know. Maybe I think it's Hostile Ambient Takeover, where he basically says, hey, this is the first time that this record is ever released on vinyl. So you're getting the big art and you get to listen to it on vinyl. Unfortunately, I will never have a chance to hear it on vinyl. I don't have a record player. And he ends his liner notes with, I prefer CDs. And I fucking love that. To me, that shit makes me laugh. He pokes fun at all of us nerds. And it's amazing. Maybe the stream will go back on. Maybe the stream won't go back on. Listen, folks. Me, I don't know what's going on. I think that we had just like a little power spike. Are we on? Somebody confirm. I'm fucking flailing here. I'm flailing! Help! I just like yelling. What? What? The age of the deadly gingivitis has affected all of us. Across the land in the USA. We need to be able to get frustrated. Am I on or not? We're back? Yeah, you know what happened? Power spike. The god of thunder just hit us and it's like kapow. Power spike, my power went off for just a tiny little while and came back up. So it was just me talking. Who delivered that power? Who delivered that power? It's never happened before. It's magical Melvins power. All right. So look, what it is that I was saying is pretty simple. Support the bands. Support them, man. Support them. Okay? You gotta respect artists who busted their ass for 30 fucking years doing what they do. And to me, hats off. That's what I respect. That's what I it's part of your history. It's as simple as that. So, I'm hoping that it makes a difference. I became the Gesù Bambino, you see? I fucking arisen like the Jesus Christ. We died. The stream died. We got hit by the God of Chunder. We got hit by the God of Chunder! And rock and roll! Ba 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 ba. The Spaniard will slowly rob you of your virgin soul! Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba Fuck. I couldn't find my cowbell. Oh! Shit, I found my cowbell. God of thunder! And rock and roll! The Spaniard! Will slowly rob you of your virgin soul! Yeah. Was everything okay? I am the Lord of the Wasteland! A modern day Man of Steel! I command you to kneel in front of the God of Thunder and rock and roll! The Spaniard will slowly rob you of your virgin soul! You should also know that he does on the solo record. This solo record, he does Shock Me. Can we listen to Shock Me before we listen to side 2? Yes, we can. Why? Why not? Why not? Why not? I'm going to make you listen to a track off this King Buzzo. Him doing Shock Me. Well, or the opposite. I just have to remember what side it's on. Does anybody know what side this record is on? What side is that fucking Shock Me? See, this is what I hate. I don't know the order of the songs. Everything's all very artistic. It's very nice, but I can't see the names of the songs. I can't see the names of the songs. How can I cue this up? How can I cue this up? Mental vomit. Housing. Luxury energy. I'm glad I could help you out. Delayed clarity. Junkie Jesus. Mokshi. Okay, it's the second last song on side B. On side B. You see, it came with liner notes. We're just going to have a little interlude, okay? We're going to have a little interlude. This is beautiful. This is a song called Mock She off King Buzzle's last album. This record is fucking awesome. Gift of Sacrifice. Listen to this. Hold on. Mock She.
Satisfaction grows. You make me feel at ease. You even make me glow. You've been told my insulation's gone. Girl, you make me overload.
Mastamanu! 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 And I command you to kneel before the God of Thunder! All right. So we got a little bit of a taste there. A little bit of a taste. A little bit of a taste. A little bit of a taste. You see, did you enjoy your taste? Fucking right. It's the best way to listen to a record. What you do, I blew your speakers. I did you a favor, didn't I, Andy? Are you happy, Andy? Are you happy now? I blew your speakers with rock and roll. I blew your speakers with the rock and roll. With the power of Jesus and rock and roll. Andy, go become a patron. Listen, you gotta be ready. That's right. This is rock and roll. It's a dangerous... Haven't you ever heard? Rock and roll is a vicious game. You gotta be ready at all times. Rock and roll is a vicious game. Because I like to scream, Andy. Because I like upsetting you. Because I like upsetting you. Listen to me! Because I like yelling. Listen to me. Have you ever heard of primal scream therapy? I get the fucking hatchet out. You get it out. After that, you know what happens? You're all kumbaya. You're fucking kumbaya. Some people do yoga. I yell. I prefer yelling. I prefer yelling to yoga. Listen, everybody has their favorite activity for every letter of the alphabet. Mackie Osborne loves yoga. I like yelling. We both exercise in our own way. We both do exercise. Listen to me. The entire point of this is to fucking create a listening event so that we can support the bands we love. I love the Melvins. That's it. I've done interviews with the Melvins. I did 2 interviews with the Melvins. And I gotta tell you, that's a part of what makes them fucking crazy workhorses and why I respect. Buzz will give an interview to anybody. If you ask, if it's just, the band is very, very good with their fans. Like amazing with their fans. Like I said, I've interviewed them twice and I suck at interviewing. As a matter of fact, yada yada, let's rock. Slander Bob, go fuck yourself. Slander Bob, I gotta get rid of you. I don't like you, Slander Bob. Have you ever heard of Neil Hamburger, Slander Bob? I feel like I'm gonna talk a little bit longer now. Slander Bob. How do you feel about that? Fatty Marco, I gotta say goodbye to you too. Bye. 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 Listen to me. What they do is that they grant interviews to a lot of people. And to me, listen, honestly, if you want to listen to it right away, fuck off. It's like, just go listen to it on Spotify. I'm going to do things my way because it's my show and you're in my living room. I'm not in yours. So, bye. Do you understand? Talk just to spite him. That's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. So look, they do interviews with a lot of people. And when I was trying to figure out what's going on with Vinyl Junkies, they granted me interviews. One was so fucking cringe. that I never broadcast it, number one, and it's actually the interview that made me decide I'm never interviewing anybody again. I'm terrible at this. I'm terrible at it. I suck at interviewing. So, you move the format along, and somehow radio. Yelling on the radio is my format. Look at that. I've found my calling in life. I've found my calling in life. I play records, and I yell. Do you understand? Do you know who Neil Hamburger is? Can I tell you something about Neil Hamburger? There's this very legendary performance by Neil Hamburger. I fucking love the guy. He's my favorite comedian, straight up. But there's this performance that he does where he, who is it? Tenacious D. Tenacious D took him for a tour. Okay, so he went on tour with them. And people, I mean, if you know anything about Neil Hamburger's act, they would boo him. Like people, like his humor really pisses some people off. Not because he says, he's got the most cringe humor ever. He's the best. Like, a big part of the show for me when it comes to seeing Neil Hamburger live is just looking around at people who don't know what they walked into. It's like, this guy's not funny. No, you're wrong. He's very fucking funny. So, at this point, during this concert, during this live performance, I had it on CD. Actually, Neil Hamburger gave it to me. And during this entire thing, the crowd there, Tenacious D, they all start getting impatient. And they start they start booing Neil Hamburger and telling him to get off the stage. You know, kind of like the Primus fans did with Melvins. You remember that? Kind of like that. And his response was exactly the way the fucking Melvins did it. They just kept going and they made a song out of it. That song was called Montreal. I was at that show. All the fucking Primus people ready to pogo. Hey, let's pogo. Oh no. The Melvins are impinging upon my pogoing rights. I must boo. So what did they do? They made it a fucking song. That's how it's done. And that's how Neil Hamburger did it too. As soon as they started booing him, he said, hey, you know what? The band you're here to see, they may never come out. And he just fucking starts egging him on, and he stays even longer. And he needles them even more. And that's my favorite part of the show. You don't want me to get off. I'm going to stay on even longer. I'm going to stay right here until you finally leave the club. How's that? Leave now. Goodbye. This guy talks too much. You're right. You should go to Spotify. Right now. Go to Spotify. The convenience is astounding. The convenience of Spotify. It astounds me. Hey, look. Can I show you something? Hey, look. I got the biggest record collection in the world. Look. I got the biggest collection in the world. I got the biggest record collection right here. Look. Porco Dio, listen to me. Go buy the fucking product. Be a consumer so that we can finally do something for the Melvins, all of us together. Yes, even Cody, everybody, Trevor, fucking Stephen McDonald, all of them, the whole Melvins family. We'll do with the album sales, all the album sales that we make during this stream, they're going to be able to buy shoes for the whole family. Everybody, Banana Bob, YouTube, Banana Bob, everybody hit that link and buy Melvin's merch. Buy as much Melvin merch as you possibly can. Buy all the merch so that we can buy the entire Melvin's family shoes. They need shoes. It is very important to have comfortable shoes. They didn't work. No gig economy. We got to help them. Go buy something. Porco Dio. All right. So I'm going to get to side 2. First, I'm going to tell you the old man listens for next week. Hey, You like the stream? Tip the old man. Am I entertaining you? Yeah? You find me funny? How? Right? So, you want to see the show come up? You want to see the show stay? Support the motherfucking show. Leave me a tip. It'll show up on the screen if you do. Become a patron. Join us on Twitch. Next week's going to be one of those oh shit weeks, I think, for some of you. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to keep you guys happy, at least part of you. I mean, those of you who listen to the show with regularity will know that I do these old man listens episodes once every 3 times a week, I should say. Sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at once. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell you the albums that I'm going to put out next week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. One of you sent me a record that a lot of you are going to say, oh shit. We're going to listen to, what's the name of this band? Mars Volta. The Mars Volta. Francis the Mule. As you know, the entire point for me is that I got to own the record. I got to have the record, the archive over here. I played from my archive. That's the whole thing. You know? Sharing this experience with you. Sharing this experience with you is what this is about. So, I mean, I know that I could do the other Volta records, but I don't have them. I don't have him. What I got is Francis the Mule, though. Because Molesty, one of our patrons, Molesty, sent me Francis the Mule. And that allows me to do the show. So what I did is I promised him that I would do it. That's happening on Monday, folks. That's happening on Monday. Francis the Mule. Francis the Mule. Oh, it's mute? Is it? It's mute. That's pretty fucking funny. I really thought it was Francis the Mule. I thought it was Francis the Mule. I'm a stoner. I'm a stoner. Listen to me. Francis the Mule. No, dude, I didn't do it. I actually really thought it was Francis the Mule. Francis the Mule. Francis the Mute. Okay, listen, Francis the Mule happens on Monday, okay? On Wednesday, we're going to get something I think that you guys are really going to like. Did this come out? This came out this year. It came out pretty recently. You might not recognize the cover, but those of you who do are going to oh shit this, but this is Madlib's latest one. Yeah, baby, new Madlib, Sound Ancestors. We're going to do Sound Ancestors by Madlib, the new record, next Wednesday. And finally, I don't have it here, but it's one that you've been asking for. I forgot to pull it out of the piles. I thought I had already. But on Friday, by popular demand, what we're going to do is Idols. What's that Idols thing there? The one where he's the kid's being hit by a fucking beach ball. That record where Idols, where the kid's being hit by a red beach ball. That's the one I'm doing. So you can expect that next Friday. Okay? Now we got the lineup. Yes, we're finally doing Francis the Mule. You see? You see? Ah. Francis the Mule. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in a neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Would you be mine?
She looks so proud. She looks ridiculous. She looked when she was screaming. Hot fish. Hot fish. Hot fish. Hot fish now. There were complications that were getting round. I went to the market. Look what I found. I saw the doctor. I walked the street. I went to the dealer. They all looked at me and said, hot fish. Hot fish. Hot fish. Hot fish now. Hot fish complaining. Hot fish for you. Hot fish companion. Hot fish is all we do. Sing all together. Sing like you're mad. Sing 'cause you mean it, baby. Sing loud and sing and sing it. Hot fish.
Sing it! Hot fish! Sing it! Hot fish! 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 Go buy it! 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 Hot fish!
Show person, a lecture on logic. That never stopped him, never did before. How to stay here and keep the wild.
I mean, that was it? Or is there another one? Oh.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we really must say good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we really must say good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Awesome. Oh. I was so hoping that was going to be a lock groove. That would have been just the final bit of awesome. When I heard him just do I thought it was a lock groove. I was so fucking hoping for a lock groove there. Sorry, man, that's vinyl nerdery, but I dig that. They'd actually, you know what it made me think of? Van Halen, Diver Down, Happy Trails. It kind of made me think of that. Look, the Melvins gave me what I wanted. Simple as that. That's that what we just listened to right now. That's why I got the record. It delivers. There's a I don't know. They're masters at their craft. It seems to me like they understand their market, they understand what they do, they understand their fans, and I think that they do it to great effect. And you know, it's a formula that requires a very strong work ethic, which they have, and it's shown consistently. So to me, to do that and still be absolutely relevant after all of these years, I think is a fantastic thing. You know, there's a lot of these shows. If you go to these concerts, the Melvins shows, you'll see that there's a lot of young people there. It's not just all old guys like me, or older even. There's a lot of younger people in the crowd. They keep the audience, you know, it's just, they stay relevant. And I think that's why it is that I'm going to keep supporting them. So, go get yourself a record, man. Did you enjoy this? Cool. Give it a thumbs up. Leave me a tip. Tip the old man. Buy the record. Support the band. Simple as that. So next week, man, we see each other again, all right? Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, later.